4 successive away defeats in the Premier League. The last time that happened was 13 and a half years ago. Bigger picture for Liverpool. They're struggling to find this consistency, aren't they?
Yeah, I mentioned earlier on, I think I mean, players are maybe playing in positions where they're not comfortable. You look at Verts maybe coming in from the left and trying to get involved in the middle of the game where it's just really, really crowded, and he's struggling to adapt to the speed of the game, the speed of the Premier League. But for me, I think it's just a case of, square pegs and round holes for Liverpool at the minute. I think even the subs, that obviously Arne Slot change, were taking off the forward and putting on maybe a false 9. Ironically, there was a number of balls came into the box where you'd expect one of your forwards to maybe have a few tap-ins, but that was gone once the forward's gone because they're playing with a false 9, and again the numbers coming in from the outside. I think Liverpool's play was a little bit predictable, and it has done for a number of times this year. Whereas whoever plays on the left or whoever plays on the right, obviously being Salah, he cut inside and they're trying to find a pass. And with City, you've got a crowd in there, so there's no room for any passes, there's no room for any players to go through. So therefore, you look at Doku's performance at Manchester City, where he's not afraid to go down the side. I know predominantly he wants to come inside, but he can go on the outside. Whereas Liverpool were lacking that. Was when the ball does go to them, they want to cut inside, and it's hard. I mean, Michael will tell you, it's hard for a striker trying to read passes into areas of the pitch when it's coming from the left-hand side. From a right-footed player, it's hard to sort of make that run. But if you've got like a left-footed player getting to the byline or a right-footed player getting to the byline, it's meat and drink for a forward, and 9 times out of 10 where the ball's going to be. That's what Liverpool are lacking at the minute. I think they are very, very predictable.
Thanks for your efforts, Rob. Thank you as always. That is the opinion of Robbie Fowler and indeed Michael Owen on the disallowed goal. Here is the Liverpool manager, Arne Slot.
Give us your view then on that influential moment, as you put it.
Yeah, it's difficult for me to give my view about it. I think it's obvious and clear that the wrong decision has been made, at least in my opinion.
Sorry, Arne, why do you think that?
Because he didn't interfere at all with what the goalkeeper could do. I immediately after the game, someone showed me the goal that what the same referee allowed City against Wolves last season, Wolves against City last season. So it took the linesman 13 seconds to raise his flag to say it's offside. So there was clearly communication. So, but as I said, that could have influenced the game in a positive way for us because in the first half we were so poor. But yeah, a set piece can make a difference, and now we conceded the 2-0 from a set piece, and then that was maybe a fair reflection of the first half, by the way, us being 2-0 down. But that's maybe...
Show returns, but what we're promised is the final series.
The final! The grand finale!
Did you ever get Royal?
Oh, I tried, but you pied me a couple of times, didn't you?
I was busy, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
Next time. Oh, this is the last...
This is the last one, yeah.
Maybe he makes a surprise appearance in this series?
No, he doesn't.
Maybe not.
No, he doesn't.
Maybe not. That starts Wednesday on Sky Max, the final series of a league. Yes, he went very early today, Gary Neville, and I don't think anyone in here was in any disagreement about that, were they?
Oh, he's a handful, and he's been consistent recently. And of course, when you have an end product like he's getting now, then you take notice of this kid. I think we all saw him over the last few years. There's always been potential, but he's not been consistent, and that's the key time if you want to be a top player or a great player. And then if you're throwing the end product in, then yeah, keep an eye on him. He's looked like he's really settled into the club now. Maybe more belief, confidence, and he was almost unplayable today.
We use that word a lot, unplayable, but it does seem appropriate here this afternoon because Liverpool just couldn't get a handle on him, could they?
I think if you look at his style of play, he's one of the hardest players for defenders to go up against for me. I think he's so direct, can go either way. His power output, I think, over a short space, maybe 1 yard, when he drops his shoulder and goes, you can't. Everyone that he plays against, doesn't matter who it is, he's going to cause problems. You talk about his dribbling, he completes so many dribbles, creates so many chances, and I think right now, in his mind, he has a plan. I think sometimes players who are dribblers, they don't necessarily know sometimes what they're going to do, whereas I think now he's getting himself into areas where he's like, okay, I'm going to go left here, I'm actually going to go right, he's not just playing off the cuff. So I think he's improved so much. as a footballer this season, and he's going to go from strength to strength. The goal today was magnificent, and I think the only thing he needs to add maybe is more goals.
Yeah, and we'll come to his goal very shortly, but he had caused Liverpool problems before the first goal, Micah, which I suppose ironically was a team goal from City. Every player and the outfield had a touch in the build-up to this.
Yeah, but something I noticed within this, you say the way Liverpool are set up here, you see Robertson and Van Dijk change not at the right moment, then allows the cross to come in, and then Haaland in the air. Okay, you could say Konate is a little bit unlucky. But when the ball goes across, you've got your centre-half, left back at centre-half, and they should just stay in positions now. Now you've got Wirtz in one way. He's not going to help you stopping the cross. Normally Robinson, if he was in a position, he'd be out there quicker.
Could he still go, though? I know he doesn't get there quite in time, but should he still try?
He should still go, but he's not set, Dave. There's a difference between going. When you're in a full-back position there, it's all about your distances. And when you feel like you're not ready to go, because you don't... If he goes, he can go round him. So he waits and maybe expects Wirtz to come and help him. That doesn't happen. So if you look at here, Robertson and Van Dijk, as we've just shown now, City have got overload on the right-hand side with Nunes going really, really high. But now when the ball goes up, it's too late for him to get there because he's got Wirtz in there. A little bit of communication. You probably want your winger then to just help you out, and then you drop off a little bit. But because he switched at the wrong moment...
But that's the fullback crossing the ball, though, so Wirtz should be out.
He should be out 100%.
Well, they done the worst thing. They ended up doing nothing.
Correct.
Even if you go and he beats you, do something. They've ended up in no man's land and lack that intensity and desire to stop crosses. And that goes back to that real desire. And to me, what I'm really disappointed with Liverpool, and we said a few years ago, 5-6 years ago, when the league, the following season, they lack that intensity of what champions need, because obviously you're up there to be, you're the target and you're the best team. And Liverpool, to me, with that, we can show them little clips and go, yeah, he's swapping up. Yeah, these things happen in a game of football, but when you do have a decision to make, at least do it with some sort of...
Manchester City and Liverpool delivered another Premier League thriller, but the headlines belong to Arne Slot's furious reaction after a controversial VAR decision. The Liverpool boss couldn't hide his frustration as a key goal was ruled out following a lengthy review, calling the decision unbelievable and questioning the consistency of officiating this season. Despite his anger, Slot praised his players for their intensity and fight, insisting that Liverpool's performance showed they're still very much in the title race. On the other side, Pep Guardiola appeared calm yet focused in his post-match interview. The City manager admitted the match could have gone either way but credited his team's control and mentality under pressure. Guardiola highlighted the importance of staying composed amid the title chase and expressed respect for Liverpool's resilience. With both managers showing passion in different ways, Slot's fire and Guardiola's composure, this showdown was more than just a clash of teams. It was a battle of philosophies, setting the stage for an electrifying season ahead.